Oh, I don't want it. It's so bad, but beautiful.
Another lovely day begins. Ghosts and ghouls with greenish skin. So close your eyes and you will find that you've arrived in Frightenstein. Perhaps the Count will find a way to make his monster work today. If he solves this monster mania, he can return to Transylvania. So welcome where the sun won't shine, to the castle of Count Frightenstein.
Well, oh, my goodness, here comes a winner. Igor, put the raincoat down. Mental giant.
Thank you, Master.
Like lightning. Let us hope you never strike twice. What were you doing outside?
I was outside in the garden, Master, eating my sandwich, Master.
Oh, very good. But we have no time for these things now. For that moment has arrived again.
Yes, Master.
That lovely moment.
Yes,
Wonderful
Master.
moment. Well, we'll raise the flag and sing our national anthem.
Yes, Master.
I must tell you twice. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yes, Master.
Okay. I am going to shoot it to you. 1, 2, 3, you.
Gory, gory Transylvania, where werewolves and bats will always maim ya. The murky moors will likely claim.
I pledge, by the sign of the three-fourth law, that I will do my best to do my duty and always obey the laws of the werewolf pack, and to never rest until Bruce lives once more and takes his rightful place in the annals of distinguished monsters. And I can once again return to that most glorious of countries, my home.
Gory, gory
Transylvania! Yes, sing it!
As we go stumbling.
How much can you milk it? Through. Never harmonize with the cow.
Sorry, Master, I was only doing my best.
Which is your worst?
Thank
Now
you.
explain yourself. You are eating a sandwich out in the rain, you say?
Yes, Master, I was eating a sandwich out in the garden in the rain.
Out in the garden in the rain, you were eating a sandwich.
Right, Master.
Were you not afraid? Tell me this, Igor. Were you not afraid of getting it wet?
No, Master, it's a watercress sandwich.
Get me a double dark cola. I can take no more of this. Margaret Trudeau, eat your heart out.
Don't let me tell you about the one. Nah, you bet it.
The professor had a friend who spent his whole life counting stars. He kept his secret totals in a set of coffee jars. For every star, he'd put a bean in one of these containers and label it and put it on a shelf of jar retainers. One day, his wife got thirsty and decided on a cup of coffee, so she got a jar and ground the contents up. Her husband screamed, "It's happened, yes, the thing I fear the worst. You've gone and drunk up, darling, half of all the universe."
I am the professor in this place from which emerge strange things by the name of Julius Sumner Miller. And I will show you now a strange thing which you will be led irresistibly to do instantly because you will not believe me. And yet what I say and do is true. Consider the following. I have here a stick. Happens to be a meter stick, but you could use any stick. Rectangular cross-section, round cross. Indeed, take your broom, your house broom, and cut off the head of the broom, and you have a stick. May give you some trouble, but you'll have a stick. Now, let us say that this stick is a good stick. By a good stick, I mean it's uniform, homogeneous, and isotropic. Oh, those are pretty fancy words, but they describe the stick precisely as I wish it. So I'm going to do as follows. I'm going to rest the finger on the stick here, and it is so rough. I'm going to rest the stick on this finger, and it is equally rough. And I'm going to support the stick first symmetrically, 80 and 20. The stick is thus supported symmetrically. Now I'm going to push my fingers toward each other, and if the roughness here is the same as here, then the fingers should meet in the middle. Watch, and we shall see it's true. Well, the roughness is not identical, but nearly so. And I am pushing both fingers. I am pushing both, and the fingers met in the middle at 50 centimeters. Now I'm going to do it again, putting my fingers at 70 and 30 symmetrically. And the same result will ensue. Now, don't think this is trivial, because this is very complicated. As you will see, I'm going to push my fingers toward each other. Again, I started symmetrically, and the fingers meet in the middle. "Oh," says someone, "the fellow is a stupid old man. He ought to know it is so." But now, what did I say? I said, but now I am going to support the stick unsymmetrically, at 70 and at 10. Certainly, these supports are unsymmetric. Now I am going to push my fingers toward each other. And the question to ask is, what will happen? Is it not logical, is it not reasonable to say that the stick will tip this way? It is so. The stick will tip that way. But now watch. Watch. Watch sharply. "Ho-ho," says somebody, "Professor, you are not pushing this finger." I am, because of the paradox of forces we learned about earlier. A force cannot exist alone. They must exist in pairs. I am pushing that finger. No requirement that it move. I am pushing that finger. I am pushing it. I am pushing it. I am pushing it. And now it moves. And the stick did not tip. So there emerges from this place this strange mystic thing of the stick which did not tip. Now, supposing I have a smoother thing than my finger. Here is a metal bar, much smoother. I'm going to put it there, and now somebody says, "Why, Professor, the stick must tip that way." No, no, it will not tip. It will not tip. And I say, that is mysterious to contemplate. The stick did not tip. And we have to ask why it is so, and I'm going to tell you the mathematics. F is equal to mu n. And so, what am I suggesting to you all? That to understand the behavior of nature, one must learn some mathematics, which is not only good for the mind and the spirit, but for the soul.
Log.
Oh, boy. Looks like the whirlpool bath is acting up again.
Brucey, tell me if I'm tickling you. Tell me if I'm not tickling you. Say something, anything. What's the matter? Has the cat got your tongue? Let's have a look. Tongue is still there. Oh, Brucey, if only you'd come alive and learn to walk, you could help me with the dusting and the dishes and hang up the washing on the washing line. Well, you're clever, that's what you are. You just like to lie there because you're lazy.
Igor!
Yes, master.
I think I've got it.
You too, eh? I've also got it. I've been feeling a little dizzy lately.
No, not that. I think I've got the answer.
To what, master?
The answer to the question.
That's nice, master. What question?
What is the one thing that has been bothering us for years now?
Your mother.
No, not that. It is how to get Brucey working, right?
Yes, master. But do you think we can?
This is all we need. Don't you understand that? Look, if Brucey is going to breathe, he will need air, right?
Right.
All right, so we just pump him full of air.
Ah, I see. That's what the pump is for.
Don't cloud the issue with facts. Here, hold that.
Yes, master.
Now, you hold this.
Yes?
I will place the tube in here.
Yes, master.
Now, blow him up.
What?
No. I mean pump.
Pump, yes.
Go ahead.
Pump. 2, 3.
It's working.
Pump.
Wait a minute. He sprung a leak.
Whereabouts is the leak, master?
Coming from his nose.
Oh, I have a clothes peg. Maybe that'll help.
It should. Thank you. Very good. Start pumping again, Igor. We got it.
Pump.
It's working. It's working. Wait, stop pumping.
Another leak.
This time it's coming from his ears.
From his ears?
From his ears.
Ah, I have an idea, master.
What is that?
These ear muffs, I was saving them for your visit to your mother. Perhaps that'll help.
Very good. Now, I will really plug him up this time.
Ah, you got him plugged up good, master.
All right.
Tell me when to go, right?
Start pumping. Igor, it's working. It's working. Igor, I'm never going to be able to blow him up.
Give me 1 minute and 1 stick of dynamite, and I'll blow him up.
Incredible. Oh, wow.
The hilarious house of Frightenstein will continue in a moment, if the slot lets it. Just eating a peanut butter and oyster sandwich, master.
What for?
Well, master, just to keep from being hungry between meals.
It's a lucky thing it doesn't kill you between meals, peanut butter and oyster. You must be crazy. Here, Igor. Feast your eyes on the latest invention of the Count. How do you like that?
Master, it is fantastic.
Of course it is.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? Oh, I'll explain it to you. You see, by turning on the dial here, this and... Well, wait. I'll explain it a different way. Even you will understand this. Have you ever had your foot go to sleep?
Yes, master. Every night it goes to sleep with the rest of my body.
No, I don't mean that. I mean your foot going to sleep in the daytime.
No, master.
You've never had that?
Never had that.
Well, lots of people do. They go to sleep all the time. Well, I have invented a device whereby it will wake their feet up.
That's fantastic, Master.
And I'm going to try it out on, guess who? You. Hi, Igor. I'll show you how it works. Now, oops.
Master, I'd rather not get involved.
You will do as you're told. Remember the sloth, huh? Now, sit down here and give me your food. That's the idea. There. Here.
Are you sure it's safe, Master?
Of course it is. The cows made it, didn't he?
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's going to be fantastic. Now, I shall turn it on and watch what happens.
Master!
Igor, take it away. It's a flop and a failure. Take it away.
Master, if it's all the same with you, I'd rather keep it for a little while.
Oh, but why, Igor?
Well, Master, I could get a bandage and I could use it as a splint.
Ponder upon this. The three-legged jackal, burning with many colors, is in the end only bewildered by the gums of its own teeth.
We held a party late last night for quite a classy bunch. The trouble came when you-know-who announced she'd made the punch. Griselda's wild concoction began with turpentine. She added bits of ground glass, too. As I was soon to find, she brought it to the living room, insisting that we try it. And from that moment onward, well, that party was a riot. Oh!
And guess what? More than the largest cauldron could ever hold. More than most ice cream Howard Johnson's ever sold. So come into my kitchen if you're so bold, and I'll cook a stew. Well, let's get to it. Come on in. I'm going to cook a stew for you. And what a stew it is. We call this mulligalunchy stew with frankfurters on the side. Here we go. Let's check the old recipes. Whew, looks good. Now, naturally, we would start off with some glop. There's the old glop. Wonderful glop. Good. Now we take a egg and we put it back, because I don't feel like using an egg today. And now, naturally, we're going to try some seaweed slop sauce. This just looks scrumptious and glorious, and it isn't. Woo, do you believe that? Now we stir briskly. Very good. Now we've really got it cooking. Now, naturally, we would have to use some salty seawater, wouldn't we? Yes, it says we should. So here we go with salty seawater. Oh, looking good, good, good. Don't get salty with me. Honestly. Goldie Hawn, eat your heart out. And now here I go to get the last ingredient. And Polly has a message for me. Thank you, Polly. Cute. Let's see. No noses like my noses. Do you nose that, Griselda? When we're dancing beak to beak. You're cute. Now, as you well know, whenever cooking mulligalunchy stew, we have to use an ingredient that is just out of sight, as one might say. So, why don't we use some Bavarian bagoo? It's not called for in the recipe, but why not? Let's live a little. Wing. Oh, hi. Now here I am by the Caldia run. And now I'm going to toss this into the Caldia run. Here we go. Into. Woo! That being done, we now go back to our little mixing bowl, where everything is looking absolutely terrible. But there you are. Here we go now. We're going to the cauldron. Let us put all the ingredients into the cauldron. Here we go. Now, cauldron, cauldron, boil the trouble. Cauldron, boil and cauldron, bubble. Taster's time. Flop!
Why were you parting the beach with a comb?
I want to be a beachcomber.
The librarian wondered if he had not blundered in the way that his books were on file, for he searched high and low for one volume of Poe, and he must have walked over a mile. They need a new order. He must draw the border on what goes and what has to stay, and put all that is vital, along with the title, on one card and file it away. The librarian said I could file till I'm dead. Don't you think I know my own vocation? But just ask for a book and he'll give a strange look and claim not to know that book's location.
Welcome to the library. And I am the librarian, with another terrifying story to tell you. Get out of here, you old bat. And now, I know I have you today. I know it. Yes. The story today is The Boastful Bullfrog and the Bull. A bullfrog lived in a little bog. He thought himself not only the biggest thing in the pond, but the biggest thing in the world. I am not like other frogs, he told anyone who would listen. I am the biggest thing of its kind. That's why they call me Bullfrog. I am to other frogs what a bull is to little calves. He had heard about bulls, but he had never really seen one. Then one day an enormous bull came down to the pond for a drink. For a moment the bullfrog was startled, but it did not take long before it was as conceited as ever. You think you're big, don't you? Said the bull. Well, I can make myself as big as you. The bull said nothing. He barely looked at the croaking creature. You don't believe it? Said the bullfrog. Just you watch. Yes. Now he blew himself up to twice his size. The bull ignored him. Not big enough, croaked the frog. I can make myself still bigger. See? This time the bull made a scornful sound and turned his head away. This was too much for the bullfrog. He took a huge breath and blew and blew and blew himself up until he floated away. And the moral is, don't try to seem bigger than you think you are. Did I terrify you? I got you. I didn't get you. Very well. Then the librarian will say, goodbye. Go to your library. Goodbye.
Hey, gang, have you heard the one about, well, I wish I was a performing flea. As every performance, they always give you a big, warm hand. Uh-oh, lunchtime.
5, 4, 3, 2, ooga booga, we'll be back.
That's all right. Goodbye. Right, Igor. I'm in a phone answering mood. Hello.
Is this Count Frightenstein?
Yes, it is.
Well, Count, this is your lucky day. Now, if you can answer a skill testing question, you'll win between $10,000 and $10,000. Your name was selected from the thousands of people who wrote in on our Pin the Tail on the Monster contest.
Ah, goody, goody.
Now, you were the only person to put the tail on the monster's nose.
Is that not what it's supposed to be?
Count, what a sense of humor you have. Dumb. Count, you're such a dummy. Now, if you're ready, I'll ask the question.
I'm ready.
All right, here it is. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I can...
Well, I'll rephrase the question.
All right, thank you.
What is your name?
Can I get some help on this one?
Certainly, but you only have 25 seconds left.
Quickly, Igor. What is my name?
Master.
No, not that name. You tell me my real name.
Oh, Benji Schwartz.
No, not that real name. I mean my real titled name.
Oh, yeah. It's been such a long time, Master.
Just a moment. The Count will think hard. I think that it is Count Herbert Heathcliff Montmorency Quincy Fothergill Frightenstein the Seventh.
The Seventh?
Do you want my title?
Yes. No, just your full title name.
Full titled name? I see. Because I always blow these things in the excitement of the moment, you understand?
Time is running out.
All right. I am Count Herbert Heathcliff Montmorency Quincy Fothergill Frightenstein the Seventh.
Hey, you're absolutely wrong.
I am?
Your name is Ed.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, was I even close?
No.
Well, do I get a consolation prize anyway?
Yes, you get 250 cases of Dracola free. All you have to do is pay the delivery and mailing charges, which is an extra 1,000 goulars.
You're too kind. Never mind. Wait a minute, Igor. This time, I think I'll play a little trick on him. Well, he certainly fell for that one.
Forget her, Myron. She'll just make a monkey out of you.
That is yummy.
The Oracle was asked one day to give us his prediction of when the world would end and tell us how, by what affliction. The Oracle was quite surprised, but started calculations measuring the planets and their orbit correlations. He finished, put his pen down, and then turned and looked at me. The world will end, he slowly said, in 1953.
Yes, I am back. I am the Oracle. I dazzle my friends with my formidable skills. They gasp when I reveal the hidden secrets of the occult. They cheer me when I display my powers of ESP, which means, you know what, extrasensory perception. They applaud me when I levitate before their very eyes. Why, they even... They sometimes get up and go when I drop my crystal ball, but you wouldn't do that, would you? No. Oh, thank you. Thank you for staying. And now, let us look for our sign. And our sign for today is, oh, wistful mist that stars have kissed. Which sign, whose light will future twist? Ah, and the sign is Taurus, the sign of infinite strength, the bull of Taurus. Now, a few kids were born between April 20th and May the 20th. Then we're talking about you. Taurus is the strong and silent type. He keeps both feet planted firmly on the ground. In spite of his stubborn streak, Taurus is a most patient sign. He knows exactly where he is going. Taurus takes his time in matters of love. Once, however, he has made up his mind, he is truly loyal and worthy of our trust. Somehow Taurus is mature even while he is very young. Oh, that is a very heavy number. Whew. And now, we will take our spare crystal ball, and we will... Yeah. You've always been full of hot air anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, magic crystal, crystal ball. Tell me now. Tell me. Oh. Yeah. Starting a new adventure today could prove disastrous to us. It's like racing down hills with no brakes. You may set a new speed record, but you won't be around to collect the prize. And that reminds me to tell you, kids, always make sure that your bike is in good condition, for you do not want to have an accident. Those brakes must be right. Always check your bike. And now, I would like to answer one of your very lovely letters that you send me so often. Oh, yes. Dear Oracle, last night I had the strangest dream. It seemed to me that I was standing at a funeral, although I don't know who it was that was being married. Huh? The more I think about it, the more frightened I become. Please explain it for me. Oh, that too is a very heavy number. Well, surprisingly enough, this dream could have one of two meanings, and both of them good. First, you must realize that this is a dream of contrary. And though it is associated with the color black, this does not mean that it is a bad omen. No, no. What it means is that you are about to receive an inheritance. But if you are awakened by the sound of a gong, as I am all the time, it can only mean one thing. You're in for a splitting headache. Is that all right, Lulu? You see what I mean? Why do you always have to cooperate like that?
What does the oracle know?
That is a very nice leopard skin rug you have there.
Yes, master.
Has the mail arrived today?
Oh, yes, master.
Very good. Let's get to it.
Yes, master.
Come, Igor.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Oh, nobody, master.
These castle walls, they're always making strange sounds.
Yes. A letter for you, master. Transylvania Theater and Plumbing Society.
Read that to me, Igor.
Yes, master.
I wonder what they have to say.
Dear Count, that's you.
Of course it's me.
Yes. Frightenstein, oh, that's also you. The plumber players appreciate your presence at the auditions of their up-and-coming play. Despite your excellent reading, we were distressed that you were turning out in full costume and makeup.
Wait a minute. Full costume and makeup, that's insane. I wore nothing but this.
Yes, master.
Did they say anything else?
Yes, master. It says here, thank you anyway. And if we need any amateur actors with green skin and fangs, we will contact you for another audition. Signed, Transylvania Theater and Plumbers.
I've never been so insulted in all my life. All right, never mind that. Is there any other mail?
There's a box, master.
Oh, very good.
Can I open it, master?
Yes, you may, Igor.
Yes, master.
Igor, who sent that?
Master, it's a Christmas card from your Uncle Sylvester, master.
But, Igor, it isn't even Christmas.
Well, master, it says, to my favorite nephew and his chubby servant, Igor, do not open till Boxing Day.
Oh, the Count is quite nice. Quite nice.
A man with a rhinoceros called Dr. Petvet Zoo
and asked him to repair its horn, which somehow broke in two. The doctor tried and tried and tried, but gave up in despair. "I'm sorry," he announced at last, "your horn's beyond repair. But with plaster and a good solid mold, I can make a replacement that's certain to hold." The rhino cried, "Ah, will you please? I think I'd feel reborn. With Paris plaster on my nose, I'd have my own French horn."
Hey, Griselda, goodbye. But yes, I've got to go now. It's time for my visit with Dr. Pedvet. Goodbye.
Oh, if you're busy, Igor.
No, come back, doctor.
Oh. Well, how are you today, Igor?
That was Griselda.
Was it really?
Yes, she wants to cook dinner for me again.
Oh, she's still cooking up a storm, I'll bet. Oh, boy, I had a meal there once. Well, now, look what we have here. This is a black indigo snake. Isn't it beautiful? And guess what his name is?
His name is Blackie.
Very good. You're absolutely right. Now, underneath here, right in this area, right underneath there, where the little old tongue's waggling there, is a very orangey area. Isn't that beautiful? And just so pretty. And the underside of Blackie here is just as smooth can be. I've never seen anything quite like it in my life. Really. Now, they're native to North America. Now, you'll find them under rocks or dark hiding places. Now, they help us because they'll eat old frogs and insects and small rodents, all those nasty little things that hang around too much sometimes. So they actually help us along on our way. Now, they make beautiful pets, and they don't bite. Blackie wouldn't bite. None of these would bite. And they're very clean. Now, a good specimen is very, very hard to find.
Look at his tongue. It goes
yes,
like this.
Yes. Well, now, let's just take a look here and look at the length of our good friend. He's about 6 feet long. Isn't that beautiful? Just look at him. All right, Blackie, don't get upset. There's the idea. Now, these are very, very fast snakes. My goodness. Now, they look vicious, but I can tell you they can become quite tame. As a matter of fact, they can become quite affectionate. Oh, yes. So nice. Isn't he cute? Now, Igor, I want Blackie to be yours.
If I had him, Brucey would like him because he's tall and everything.
That's right.
I'll go and ask the slot.
You'll ask the slot. Yes. All right, Blackie.
Okay. Listen, Mr. Slot, I've got a friend of mine here. He's about 6 foot tall. He's quite skinny, but he'd like to stay for dinner tonight. Yes, I thought, well, you know, we could have a bit of a party. What do you think? Goodbye, Black Indigo.
Oh, the same old thing again.
The same old story.
Oh, well, very
pet,
well.
Pet,
well,
pet.
Don't you worry, Igor. We'll
goodbye.
Be back again with another pet. Say goodbye, Blackie.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
Doctor.
I'm sorry.
Come tomorrow, Doctor. Goodbye, Blackie. Doctor, bye.
Don't go away.
I think I quite like Bowana Clyde Batty.
If ever you are by this way, drop in the Zany Zoo and stop to see Bowana Clyde as you are passing through. He'll say, "Step in the trophy room," and there he'll tell you tales of how he captured and preserved dead lions, snakes, and whales. But don't say that I said this, because I know that he'll be hurt. The biggest trophy of them all is Bowana Clyde's stuffed shirt.
Ooga booga, which means it's Zany Zoo time. Oh, hello. All right. Welcome to Zany Zoo. And here I am, Bowana Clyde Batty, at your service, here to show you films of some of our most magnificent animals. and I'm sure you're going to enjoy yourself. So we'll start today with my impression of the oh no bird, whose call goes something like this. Oh no! Oh no! Now, thank you very much. I'm sure you like that. That was the oh... One moment, please. Hello? Yes, this is the one at Clyde, Batty. Oh, how it got its name. Well, you see, the oh-no bird, when flying through the forest, sometimes comes upon large trees, and they come up quite suddenly, and rather than ram themselves into the trees, they say, oh no! Oh no! You're entirely welcome anytime. Thank you for calling. All right, bye, bud. All right, now what you say we get right to our film because it's most interesting. I'm sure you'll find this one quite nice. Now, here we go. Projector all set and in order. Reels on, all right. Switch on, focus right, looking right. Okay, now let's see what we're going to say. Oh, yes, Sam, what have we here? This is the wapiti, or American elk. Now, they're found in North America, mostly Western Canada and the United States. Now, the wapiti is an Indian name, Shawnee Indian, for white deer, referring to light rump patch, you see. That's right. It's light reddish in colour over the rest of the body. Isn't that a magnificent looking... Look at that. Now, they can be 9 feet long in the head and body and 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Now, they weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Of course, the females are a little smaller, that's right. Look at those magnificent antlers. Isn't that nice? Now, the antlers can reach 66 inches in length, or over 4.5 feet. Now, in the 17th century, they ranged from east to west coast of North America, north up to British Columbia, and south to New Mexico and Arizona. Now, at that time, there were about 10 million individuals. And you know, today, there's only 500,000 left. Isn't that sad? So now, most of them are now in national parks because we're going to make sure we protect our animals. Oh, what beautiful beast that is. Now, they eat bark of trees. That's quite natural for them. They have a natural ability to build up numbers, and it's apt to lead to destruction of the habitat if they're not careful, you see. Now, beginning of the mating season, the stag makes undulating bugling sounds, which start in a low key and rise to a high pitch, held in a prolonged note which abruptly drops to a harsh scream and ends in a few grunts. Certainly not like the oh-no bird. That's true. Well, don't you find that I just think that's magnificent? Oh, yes. Isn't that a magnificent-looking brute? Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And you know what we always say at Zany Zoo when we're going away? Ooga booga, which means walk safely on the right side of the street, look to your left, look to your right, and you'll never ever get run over. A good thing to remember, and goodbye from the one at Clyde Batty.
I don't understand. If my father is Superman and my mother is Superwoman, what happened to me?
I am the Wolf Man. Ow! I'm the Wolf Man, and extend greetings, salutations, ooh, babadoo, and how do you do to all the refugees of the Frankenstone fan club. Welcome to set number 1 of the Lost Soul session. And we're going to play some of the old golden goodies because this is EECH Radio Fantastic. Yeah, it's happening here. Whoa. Hello, hello. Yes, I am the Wolfman. Thank you. I think I'm kind of cute too. Sure, we got it. It's coming right up. And it's called Amos Moses with Jerry Reed. So now, let's TCP. Take care of business.
part of the program.
The castle lights are growing dim. There's no one left but me and him. When next we meet in Frankenstone, don't come alone.
The show is definitely over.